a bare or literal reading of the biblical text, as important as that is, and it is important, that's not enough. Rather, the Christian preacher, the Christian teacher, not only explains the biblical text, but applies it to his or her hearer or his or her reader. John Calvin in one place says that Christian preaching is not Christian if it's only an exposition of the text. Rather, Christian preaching is exposition plus edification. The Christian text needs to be applied.
The Reformers are not in the least shy about seizing a text, say, particularly of the Old Testament, and looking for a moral meaning in the text, and looking for a meaning that is, I guess you could call it salvation historical. That is to say, they're not antiquarians, they're not archaeologists, they want to use the best tools of their day. But when they read a scripture from the Old Testament, say from the Pentateuch, they really believe that this is our story. It's the story of the one people of God under the one covenant of grace throughout all time. And therefore, we have the right to ask, how is this also our story?
And the Protestant reformers were very much committed to explaining the biblical text and then again showing how it related to faith. What must I believe? What must I do? Morals. And what can I hope for? The eschatological dimension of the biblical text.
But the Bible is something that should shape your presuppositions, that to have the mind of Christ is to be converted by the Scriptures into the mind of the Scriptures. And this has shaped my thinking a lot, because to me this is what Christianity is. This is what orthodoxy is. That it is to believe that the Bible has a message and to accept what it teaches, including its worldview.
You can probably see the influence of the Reformers every time I teach the Bible. Partly because usually if I'm working my way through a book for preaching a series of sermons, I like to read something in the Church Fathers, something in the Reformers, as well as contemporary commentators. So I really like to have a Reformer as my companion anytime that I'm preaching the Bible. There's another way, though, that you see the influence of the Reformers, and that is just their overall theology. And really the theology of Luther and Calvin and many other Reformers, that's so deeply imprinted in my life that it really has a way of coming out anytime I'm teaching the Bible. It's a sort of framework in which I'm always operating.